Hey, Derek Gale here, and in this video, I want to do a quick review of a really cool new tool that, frankly, I am happy to see has arrived, and that is a tool called Conversion.ai. Now, what is Conversion.ai? Well, it's artificial intelligence that writes ad copy for your online business. And this is actually using real artificial intelligence. They didn't just stick AI on the name and call it artificial intelligence. In fact, this, if I am correct, is running on an engine called OpenAI, which I do believe has been developed and helped along by Mr. Elon Musk. And so, look, ad copy can make or break any online business, but it's probably one of the most neglected things by most online marketers. People like graphics, flashy things. A lot of people like the tech side of it. Very few people really like sitting down and trying to come up with persuasive language for their products and for their sales pages. And look, there's a reason why copywriters are some of the highest paid writers in the world, because it isn't easy. But the fact is if you don't do a good job of your ad copy, you are setting yourself up for potentially failure, but definitely at least leaving a lot of money on the table. So when Conversion.ai came along and I jumped into the beta group, I was pretty excited. Now, I didn't do a review for this right away because I wanted to see it evolve and give it a few months and play around with it. And now that I have, I feel like it's time to give it a fair review. So I'm going to pop in here to Conversion.ai to the dashboard. When you sign up, first of all, their pricing's pretty damn fair. I mean, $29 for 20,000 words. You can get a lot of ad copy out of that. And I mean, any real copywriter is going to cost you, 100 times that. So $29 ain't bad. But I want to set your expectation. If you haven't signed up for Conversion.ai, I want to make sure you go in with your eyes wide open. Conversion.ai is not going to write a complete sales page for you, soup to nuts, that's going to be perfect. Now, will AI get there? Maybe. It's not going to be this year. I doubt it's going to be next year either. It's going to be a while. But Conversion.ai and the AI this uses is more of a shortcut and a idea generator, if you will. And if you approach it that way, rather than expecting a final polished piece of ad copy, then you're going to get a lot of value out of this tool. Now, at the time of recording this video, I do know that they are working on some long-form options. But right now, when you log into Conversion.ai, you'll see all the different types of short-form copy that they'll write. They are working on long-form. And in fact, when I first logged in the beta group, they did have some long-form stuff. But after testing it, I understand why they pulled it off. It wasn't even close to ready for release. And that said, they are getting close to releasing it, and I know they've probably done a ton of work on it, continuing to fine-tune it. But here's the thing. Even though there isn't an option on here to do a long-form sales letter or to write a blog post from A to Z, that's okay, because what Conversion.ai will do for you is give you a lot of the pieces, and you just have to put those pieces together. You need to polish them up, put them together, and tie them together. And as someone who has written a lot of ad copy over the years, I can tell you, starting from a blank page is a heck of a lot harder than logging into Conversion.ai, paying your $29, writing a few sentences about your product, letting it spit out a bunch of ad copy, and then utilizing that to massage, manipulate, and create your final sales pieces. So Now that we've set the expectation, what can Conversion.ai do for you right now? Well, when you log in, you'll see they've got all sorts of kind of templates here, and you can filter them down. I'm going to go to all, and we'll just scan through the entire list. So they've got different frameworks. Okay, so what's a framework? Well, in the world of direct response ad copy, or just ad copy and sales copy in general, you find there's different selling frameworks or formulas, if you will, that you can follow. Two that they have here, one is AIDA. So that's an old one. It's been around since the early direct response days in the 1900s. And that's start with attention. So grab people's attention, generate their interest, create a desire for your product, ask them to take action, right? Then you've got the PAS, problem, agitate, solution, right? Hey, you've got this problem. Doesn't it suck? Yep. Here's a solution, right? And so they're going to help you create ad copy utilizing those frameworks that you can then utilize in your bigger marketing pieces. It'll also help you with product descriptions. And look, anybody who's selling products online and you need to create product descriptions for your cart sites, for email, stuff like that, this is a great tool where you can put in a couple, sentences about your product, and it's going to spit out something far more compelling. It'll improve content. So if you've got a piece of content that you want to make more interesting, change the voice, whatever, it's going to do that for you. And as you go through here, you'll see it's got all sorts of different little pieces of the big picture. So again, it's not doing it soup to nuts, A to Z for you, but you can piece together and shortcut your way to better ad copy. Same with blog posts. And in fact, one of my favorite ones here is the blog post outline, because I can go and give it a topic and it'll give me a 5, 4, 6-point outline that I can then just give to a writer and say, fill this in. Or I could actually use a blog post intro paragraph to start the paragraph, to start it, use the outline, and then I could use the sentence expander to expand on those points. And again, it's not writing it all at once, but I'm utilizing all these components to fill in the blanks. Then we have our Facebook stuff. It'll do ads for Facebook. It'll do ads for Google. It'll help you with Amazon. So product features, your product description. It'll help you write headlines, subheadlines. What else we got here? Persuasive bullets. Again, if we're writing a long sales piece, we need to write bullets. Bullets are so important in landing pages and emails all over the place. Writing persuasive bullets, boom, put in some information. It's going to spit out those persuasive bullets. And writing bullets in and of itself is an art form. A lot of times before I write a sales piece, the first thing I do is I sit down and write the bullets. So I have to write out all the features, and then I have to attach all the benefits to those and write them in a compelling, persuasive way. And that takes a ton of time. This bad boy can help shortcut that process. If you're doing YouTube stuff, there's a ton of YouTube stuff on here. It's got email stuff. It's got stuff to help you with your SEO titles, meta titles, stuff like that, personal bios. Again, feature benefit. Now, this is another thing that, we said write bullets, and I said, well, I write all my features, but then I have to add benefits. Here, I could write all my features, then take it here, and it'll help me write the benefits for those features. And then I could take that information and pop back up here to persuasive bullets and turn that into a bulleted list. This is magic for people who don't like to write. Now, to that point, again, let me set the expectation. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Do you need to go through and fix stuff? Sure. I'll be honest, it blows my mind how damn good it can be and how accurately it will research and pull information and then turn that into ad copy. And frankly, I can't wrap my head around how it does it. But what I do know is I don't need to understand how it does it. All I need to do is be happy that it does do it. So let's just jump into a couple of these to show you kind of how they work. And they're all very similar. So let's go into product description. So like anything, you can, any one of these, they're going to ask you a few questions. So I put in here, it's already generated it for me, but I put in my company name, my product name, which is ideabot.ai, and then I put a sentence in about it. Then you can choose your tone of voice, and there's a bunch more tones of voice, witty, friendly, angry, polite, professional. You can put in the tone of voice you're looking for. It also does multiple languages. Obviously, I chose English here, and then you hit how many outputs you want. So you can say, I want 3 outputs or 5 outputs, and it'll give you different variations, and then away it goes. And so I literally put in one sentence here, and I said, IdeaBot will help you discover niche markets, product ideas, keywords, and new article ideas. That's all I put into this. And then it spit out, IdeaBot is the perfect tool for new entrepreneurs, content creators, and marketers to come up with new ideas for their business, products, or services. Once you have an idea on what kind of product or service you're looking for, there are thousands of specific ideas based around that keyword in the directory to start brainstorming from. Like, it wrote this. I didn't write any of it. Pretty damn impressive. But then it goes on to say these subcategory levels, topics range from tech, social media, and marketing, where most startups seem to be focusing these days, app development, products like chatbot in China, or IoT enterprise level IoT opportunities, and much more. Now, the only thing I don't like is this app development terms, products like chatbot and this doesn't make sense. So I would take and I would cut that out. But I've now got a paragraph to use that if I had to sit down and write that would have taken me some time. So let's go have a look at a few of the other options that exist out there. Blog post outline. This is a great one. I put in how to save more money. I wanted a friendly voice in English. And it spits out an outline, 5 points. Use cash instead of credit cards. Keep track of your spending and make a budget. Avoid impulse buys. Don't shop when you're hungry or tired. Shop online with coupons, promo codes, and discounts. Damn, that was actually 5 great ideas. I didn't give him any of those ideas. Good old Jarvis spit that out. And I could then take that, use the paragraph expander, expand that more, use the blog headline creator, create a headline for this, and I can be on my way to creating a decent blog post that I can use on my website that actually has some good information in it. So I'm not going to go through each one of these one by one. That would take too long. But what I'm going to leave you with is this. AI is the future. It is evolving and improving at an incredible rate. And although not perfect, this is going to make the process of writing ad copy for your business, whether that be long sales letters, short product descriptions, blog posts, emails, ads, a heck of a lot easier. And not only making it easier by helping you write, but even bringing new ideas to the table. And if there's something that I really like, I like the fact that it gives me ideas. And anybody who's done any writing has been there, knows about the painful thing called writer's block. When you're suffering from writer's block, you don't know what to say or how to start, you come in here and boom, you'll be off and running. So for $29 a month to get started, and then adding more credits is dirt cheap. This thing is a bargain. Today, it doesn't do long form straight out of the box, but it's going to be here soon. In addition to that, if you do work with teams and you have people that work on your team, these guys have set this up already so that you can add team members. You can have other people log in, whether it's your VA, stuff like that. So if you have VAs that maybe English isn't their first language, or their writing's not that strong, they can utilize this to start creating stuff for blog posts and stuff as well, Facebook ads, and improving their own content. So here's my take on it. For $29, if you use this, you're going to get massive value out of it every month. You need to make sure you go in with the right expectation. And if you do, you are going to love this. So if you got something out of this, if you're going to use it, if this review helped you, there is a link down below this video. If you click that, yeah, that's an affiliate link. But here's the thing, guys. I don't recommend products that I don't use. This is something I use. This is something that I recommend to my students in my high ticket training programs because I see the value in it. So if you've gotten some value, just click that link below. I'll get a small little commission for helping you out. That's great. That's why we create these things. And I hope you got something out of this video. If you have any questions about it, just leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will try and get back to that ASAP. Thanks very much, guys.